You probably think your dog curls up against you at night just to feel cozy. It seems simple, almost ordinary. But what if I told you science sees something far more surprising? Picture this. The lights go out, silence fills the house, and that loyal friend presses against your back in the same familiar way he always does. It feels like habit, like nothing more than comfort. Yet in that quiet moment, beneath the skin, something much deeper is taking place. Your heartbeat slows, your stress begins to fade, and his world quietly fuses with yours. Why does this happen? And what hidden cost alongside the comfort are you not even aware of? Stay with me, because what unfolds each night between you and your dog is far more powerful than most owners ever realize. So let's begin where every night truly starts, at the edge of the bed, where routine turns into instinct and a quiet ritual takes shape. 1. The nightly ritual that binds you together. Every night begins the same way. The lights fade, the house sighs into silence, and then comes that soft weight pressing against your back. To anyone else, it might look ordinary, like your dog just wants a warm spot. But is it really just warmth? Or is there something older, something carved into his very bones? Think about wolves huddled under a sky without fire, leaning on each other to survive the night. When your dog curls against you, he isn't just claiming space. He's echoing that ancient instinct. He's whispering, "You are my pack. You are the one I trust to guard my sleep." Suddenly, the bed isn't just a mattress. It's a fortress. And the sigh you hear isn't just comfort. It's surrender, a soldier laying down his shield, because he knows you'll keep watch. But here's the part most men miss. If this ritual is more than habit, if it's a living memory passed down from wild ancestors, then what is it doing to you? What's happening in your own body, while his heartbeat drums against your side? Can a simple touch really shift your night in ways you've never noticed? Stay with me, because this is where the story deepens. What feels like a dog finding his spot might actually be something greater, two lives falling into rhythm. And that rhythm, as you'll see in a moment, can change more than just how you sleep. It can change how you heal. 2. When heartbeats sink and fears disappear. Have you ever noticed how your chest rises and falls differently once your dog has settled beside you? At first you're restless, shifting, maybe carrying the weight of a long day. But then his body presses close, his breathing steady as waves rolling onto the shore, and before you know it, your lungs are moving to his rhythm. It's almost like he's teaching your body a lullaby without a single sound. Science has a name for this co-regulation. Researchers at the University of Arizona found that when dogs and humans share space during rest, their heartbeats begin to align as if two instruments were tuning to the same song. Another study published in Frontiers in Psychology showed that owners who sleep near their dogs experienced lower nighttime cortisol, the hormone of stress, compared to those who slept alone. Isn't it remarkable that something as simple as his breath could quiet storms your mind has battled for years? Think of it this way: every sigh he releases is a signal. Every steady rise of his chest is a reminder that you are not alone in the night. For men who have carried memories too heavy to speak, or for those who've lost someone and now face the emptiness of a cold bed, this rhythm is proof of connection. But here's the question. If his presence can calm the noise in your head, what else might it be doing beneath the surface? Could this unseen harmony touch not just your stress, but your very health, your blood pressure, your sleep cycles, maybe even the way you dream? Stay with me, because the comfort you feel now is only the beginning. In the next part, we'll step into the world of fear and memory, the place where a dog's quiet breathing can silence nightmares that even medicine cannot reach. 3. The secret price of sleeping together. Comfort is tricky. It feels like a warm blanket wrapping you safe through the night. Yet sometimes the very thing that soothes you can also steal from you. When your dog curls against you, you drift off faster, your body unclenches, your mind eases. But have you ever wondered why some mornings you still wake up groggy, sluggish, as if the night never gave you back what it promised? Could it be that the comfort you treasure is quietly costing you something vital? Researchers at the Mayo Clinic tracked adults who slept with their dogs in the same bed. They found that while most reported emotional comfort, the sleep monitors told a different story: micro-awakenings. Tiny shifts in the night, a twitch of a paw, a shuffle of fur against sheets, nudged the brain out of deep sleep. You never remember it, but your body does. And the American Academy of Sleep Medicine has warned that even subtle disruptions, repeated night after night, can add up, leading to memory lapses, mood swings, even long-term cardiovascular strain. Isn't it unsettling that love itself might be chiseling away at your rest? Picture waves eroding a shoreline. Each movement of his paw is small, almost invisible, but over hours, over years, they carve patterns into your nights. You think it's just age or stress, but what if it's devotion itself reshaping your sleep? For a retired driver or a veteran, the loyalty that guards the night may also be the weight that keeps you from sinking into the deepest dreams. So the question is, do you choose comfort or do you choose rest, or is there a way to have both without losing what makes these nights sacred? Stay with me, because in the next part, we'll search for that fragile balance, the secret to keeping love close without letting sleep slip away. 4. The balance of love and rest. Here we are standing in the middle of a fragile paradox. On one side, there's the warmth of your dog pressed close, steady as a heartbeat. On the other, there's the quiet truth that his closeness may be stealing from you what your body needs most: deep, healing sleep. So how do you hold both without losing either? Is there really a way to keep love intact while protecting the rest that keeps you alive? Studies from the Center for Sleep Medicine show that nearly half of dog owners allow their dogs to sleep in bed with them, yet a significant number report daytime fatigue. Interestingly, the same research also found that when dogs were placed at the foot of the bed or in their own dog bed within arm's reach, both owners and pets achieved higher quality rest. Another study published in Anthrozoos revealed that people who let their dogs sleep in the same room, but not directly on the mattress, still experienced reduced stress hormones and a sense of security without as many nighttime disruptions. Doesn't that sound like a compromise worth trying? Think of it like building a campfire. Too close, the flames can burn. Too far, you lose the warmth. But placed at just the right distance, both fire and man thrive. Maybe your bed needs the same balanced space, enough for rest, closeness enough for comfort. For older dogs, even adding a ramp or steps can transform bedtime from struggle into ritual, keeping the bond intact without draining your energy. So the real answer isn't yes or no, it's wisdom. The wisdom to shape your nights so that both you and your dog wake renewed, not depleted. But here's the final question. If love and rest can be balanced, what deeper truth does this nightly ritual reveal about devotion itself? Stay with me, because in the closing part, we'll uncover how this simple act of lying down together becomes the truest language of loyalty and survival. 5. The truest language of devotion. So here we arrive at the heart of it all. What you thought was just a habit, your dog curling against you each night, reveals itself as something far older, far deeper. It is not just routine. It is a vow whispered in the dark, carried from wolves under the stars to the bedroom you lie in now. And each night, when he presses close, he isn't only seeking warmth, he is saying, "You are my family. You are my safety. You are my world." Science may call it attachment behavior or emotional co-regulation, but you and I know it feels like something more. Studies from the Human-Animal Bond Research Institute show that over 80% of pet owners report reduced loneliness when sleeping near their dogs. Another study published in Sleep Health linked co-sleeping with lower nighttime anxiety, especially in men who had experienced trauma or loss. Isn't it striking that while pills can quiet symptoms, a heartbeat pressed against yours can quiet the soul? Picture an old soldier, long retired, lying in bed with his faithful shepherd. No words pass between them, yet every sigh, every shuffle closer is a conversation in another language. A language of trust. A language of survival. For men who've lost too much, or for those who fear the silence of night, this presence isn't just comfort, it's proof that they are not alone. But here's the paradox you must never forget. Love can heal, but it can also hide what it takes. So the real wisdom is not in choosing between devotion and rest, but in shaping the night so both can live side by side. And now the question is yours when you feel that familiar weight against your back. Tonight, will you see it as routine, or will you recognize it as the deepest bond you'll ever know? Stay with me, because what comes next isn't just knowledge. It's a choice and a story waiting for your voice. If this message touched, you don't let it end here. Tonight, when your dog curls close, pay attention to that weight, that sigh, that silent vow he gives you. And then, share your story. Maybe it was the night he guarded you through sickness, or the night he chased away a fear you couldn't name. Leave it in the comments because another man out there may need to hear it. And if you want more than stories, if you want the science, the truth, and the quiet reminders of why these bonds matter, subscribe to this channel. Together, we'll keep uncovering the miracles hidden in every heartbeat, every paw, every night you and your dog face side by side. So, tell me, what does your dog's presence at night mean to you?